Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Buckets is out there with Halliburton. Then there's Black. And there's Miles Turner. And it's Siakam in at the power forward position. And for Chicago, Joel Embiid out there with the kid. And then it's Little General, and it's Smith, and it's Lee in at the small forward position. Don't expect a ton of points tonight. Not much scoring, Greg. Each of these teams are excellent defensively. Tell us why.
Well, defense starts with effort, and all of these guys really compete. They take pride in that defensively, and boy, you love to see it.
And in Chicago to start out. Right, looking around. Lets a floater go. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Remains Chicago ball.
And here's Smith. Played real well against Atlanta in that last game. 5 on the clock. And right, here we go. Here's Black. From outside the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Black's got the first 3 points tonight for the Pacers.
First points of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Now here's Wright. Here's Dean. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Greg, in terms of the Pacers' last few seasons, some have pointed to their relative lack of size. What do you think?
Well, I think a big push for them this summer was adding to their front court, particularly getting more size at the forward positions. And I think they've improved in that regard.
Offense, here are the Pacers. There's the drive. Turner, the bounce pass. Halliburton kicks to Black. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Halliburton against Smith. Right, the pass to Embiid. Back to Wright. From downtown. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
Bulls have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And he hits the first of 3. And he sinks the second. And he makes all three.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Black. Launches a three. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Smith outside. Over Siakam. Smith, no luck.
A contested mid-range shot can't be what they were looking for there.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
Now here's Lee. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Lee kicks to Smith. It's right on the wing. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
It's tipped.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall. Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Nearing the midway point of the season now, GA. What do you think is most important for teams to focus on at this point?
I think just trying to establish overall continuity. You want to head into the second half of the season with some momentum behind you, as well as just general confidence.
Every team goes into the draft looking for finishers like these. Here are the most efficient scorers among this year's rookie class. You look at Smith, you know what you're going to get from him day in and day out.
He's scoring and finishing at a very high level. I mean, playing within himself offensively and being very discerning with his shot selection.
Here's Siakam. He with the block. And even 3-on-3 break. Passes it to Wright. To the paint. There's Embiid, and it's sent back by Turner.
You're talking 6'11" and big-time length. Send it back, Mr. Turner. Absolutely tenacious guy. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Pascal Siakam.
One shot.
of the things that we're watching happen with Pascal Siakam is the willingness to accept more and more responsibility, both from a leadership and a productivity standpoint, guys. And it has been something else to watch that growth.
Here's the kid. Last game we saw him score 14. Here's Lee. Dean passes to Lee. Black grabs the board.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Oh, Turner in position. It's taken away by Smith. To the inside. Here's Wright. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 6. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short on that one.
If they're playing in their own building, they probably win that basketball game. The reality is it's a hard thing to win on the road in the NBA.
Here's Smith. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. To the wing right side. Embiid wide open. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
The big fella, Embiid, making it look too easy.
Halliburton against Wright. From deep three-point land. They get it again.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay. Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
Well, because he's a 3-level scorer, anywhere he is on the floor, Halliburton capable of creating jumpers.
The pass to Embiid. And it's sent back by Turner. Right against Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. It's good. This game is all even. Halliburton's got his second basket of the night.
One thing I love about Tyrese Halliburton, this guy willing to mix it up down low. He doesn't say, I'm going to settle for jumpers. I'm coming right at you.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they forced.
Yeah, I think that's a product of being incredibly aggressive. You could see that was a part of their strategy going in, and I thought they were consistently following that the entire game.
Been dominant over the last month. He's getting around 20 points per, 10 assists and 4 rebounds. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
Smith, no luck.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Throws it up high. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Halliburton can be so clever with the basketball. Helps yet another teammate take advantage of an opening.
Here's Wright. Softly drops in the floater. Wright's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Siakam left side. Rebound by the kid. The kid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Smith up top. Hasn't made one yet. And it's sent back by Turner. Halliburton against Wright. Halliburton kicks to Black. Misses the 3.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Here's Siakam. He's got 5. It's tipped. Now here's Wright. Defense is right there. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And Siakam throws it down.
6'9" with excellent elevation. No trouble at the cup for Siakam.
Pass to Embiid. Over Turner. The jump hook. That one wide left.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Halliburton for 3. Rebound by the kid. The kid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Right outside. That's a 2 from Lee. And again, no good by Chicago.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
For the Bulls. Money's checked in for the kid, and it's Dosunmu in for Lee. Pass to Dosunmu. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Here we go, all alone. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Money. And the pass to Wright. Clock at 6. Over Halliburton. And it's Wright missing.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
That's good from Halliburton.
A superb scorer and a talented distributor. Tyrese Halliburton is exactly the type of point guard every team would love to have.
Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Halliburton on the wing. Guarded by Wright. Money passes to Wright. Embiid with it. Turner covering. Shoots a fader. Embiid, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Halliburton against Wright. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Wright's got 11.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Make some noise, fans, for the one and only Chicago Bulls.
Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. Number one, the Bulls. The Pacers, fourth.
And we're getting to watch two of the NBA's great defensive teams. I mean, very difficult to score as they both contest every shot.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. And once again, off the mark by Indiana.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now here's Wright. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
Here's Money. Pass to Smith. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. And now just a 5-point Pacer lead. Here's Buckets, covered by Smith. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Smith. Down low, here's Money, and that one is stuffed right through.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Indiana out in front, up by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of the screen. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
Pacers leading by 3. Get out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Smith. And then it's Little General. And it's Lee in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Now here is Smith. Right outside. The rebound by Turner.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Nemhard, covered by Smith. Here's Black. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Team foul.
Pacers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Black taking 3 shots.
Three shots.
The first one falls, and you think of height as an advantage in basketball, but Greg, the versatility at such a premium. Can you be too tall in today's NBA?
It's a valid question. The two biggest concerns for 7-footers are mobility and durability. To move the way they need to puts a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Now, right. And a wide open look for Lee. They grab their own miss. Dean goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Nemhard the pass to Simons. And Lee pulls it down.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. These days, the ball is in Pascal Siakam's hands. He says it means everything. Being on the ball just gives you a better rhythm. I don't think it's hard. It's just something you grow into. I have those images in my head of where I want to get to. Now, defenses often look to double, and he said, if I played me, I would do that too. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Nemhard. And he drops it in from the low post. Nemhard's got his second bucket of the night. Bulls trail by 6. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Lee, and it's Chicago scoring again.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Simons against Wright. There's the lob to the hoop. And here we go, the Bulls fast break.
And it's the way he plays the game. Embiid draws a ton of contact. He makes it work for him, and that ability to get to the free throw line is such a valuable asset.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw drops for Embiid.
I really don't think there's a more impactful player in the league. Even on nights when his stats don't show it, Embiid changes everything when he's on the floor.
Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for the Bulls. Lonzo Ball comes in for Wright. And Embiid drops them both. Indiana leading. Here's Black. 26 points for him last game against Houston.
And we can't forget his dominance on defense, guys. His shot blocking altered the entire game.
Pass to Simons. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Embiid.
So agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
That ties the game. 6 points for lights out. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure.
Timeout called the Pacers.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
But take a look at Embiid. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Lee outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Lee's got the game tied up here for Chicago.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Here's Nemhard. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Passes it to Neesmith. Simons against Ball. Tipped away. Stolen by Ball. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds. And Simons has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. And no good that time. Excellent D there from Ball. To the middle. Here's Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? The Bulls have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Pacers trail by 5. Indiana again missing. And here are the Bulls now. They're on an 18-5 run here. Ball, the pass to Embiid. 8 feet away. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow!
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
There's the pass to Turner. Pass to Nembhard. A steal. Here's Dosunmu. Drops in the breakaway layup. And it's a 9-point Chicago lead.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Pass to Nesmith. To the paint. Here's Turner. Good D by Embiid.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Simons. And that one drops for him. Simons has got 5. The Bulls leading by 9. Ball with it. Scoreless thus far. To the inside. And it's sent back by Turner. And he's able to get it back. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. A step back shot here. It's deflected. Pass to Dosunmu. Knocks it loose. And they're pushing it up. Nesmith, the pass to Nembhard. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low, Lee finds Embiid. Over Nesmith. Fades back. Embiid, no good.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
All we can, let's have a peek at the league's top foul shooting teams over the course of the last month. Number 5, the Bulls.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Pacers have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Embiid. And Simons drops them both. The Bulls leading by 7. The pass to Dosunmu. Ball feeling it out a bit. No one near Huerter as he lets it fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Huerter's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Simons kicks to Siakam. Right side Turner. Halliburton outside. Pass to Siakam. Shot clock at 5. Back to Halliburton. From the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Halliburton. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 19-7 run. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Our loudest fans are getting T-shirts. Who wants one?
a change for the Pacers. Buckets. He's checked in for Anfernee Simons. Ball against Halliburton. Fires the three. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Pacers trail by 9. Into the lane. Bryant got a piece of it. And here is Ball. Still without a basket. Pass to Herter. Here's Bryant. And the Pacers another three.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Passes to Herter. All alone. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Black. Covered by Lee. Black the pass to Halliburton. Siakam outside. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 4 assists now tonight.
Now, this is such a critical component to Siakam's game. The face-up ability, nicely done on the jump shot.
Here's Ball. Tries again. Good D by Siakam.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
The Bulls leading by 6. Inside. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. And Indiana, another three.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
Here's Bryan. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. So for the Bulls, Joel Embiid, he's checked in for money. Smith comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's right in for Lonzo Ball.
One shot.
And Siakam. No good on that one. And so it's right, bringing up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. That's tipped. 1:06 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Bryan. That one doesn't go. Smith with the defensive effort. Chicago's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Right outside. And there's the pass to Lee. They get it back. The kid gets the bucket. The kid's got 8 points here in this quarter.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Siakam left side. Lets it go from 11. Feeds it to Black. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. On the wing, Lee. 7-second difference. Shot in the game clock. Back to right. It's rebounded by Indiana. Black's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Halliburton passes to Turner. With 4 seconds on the clock. Black, no good. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Bulls lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
58.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
What you like is many of their baskets come off as that's a sign of a team that's working together and functioning at a high level. No need to have this hero ball where I'm going to shoot and no one else is going to get the ball. Nope, they moved it, and we'll see if they can keep it up in the second.
And over to you, big fella. Your thoughts on the Pacers' first half?
They're getting punished, whooped on the glass. With that big of a rebounding deficit, expect them to be down even more. That being said, they can still win this game if they show more fight in the second half.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. On the court for Indiana, Black is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Turner. Then there's buckets. And it's Halliburton in at the point. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And lead with the stuff. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And the basket is good. Halliburton's got 12.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Smith. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Free throw drop for Smith. Indiana trailing here. Here's buckets. Fires from the wing. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Embiid. Embiid absorbs the contact on the finish.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the New York Knicks. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for their matchup with the Bucks, that's going to be one where it will take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Siakam, good.
And that is tenacity from Pascal Siakam. He was simply undeterred.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, of course, the Pacers have a great history, and star point guard Tyrese Halliburton is eager to embrace it. He said, I want to know all the stories of Pacers players of the past. I want to know more about Ron Artest and everybody who played for this organization. I'm being where my feet are. I love being here in Indy. Kevin?
Oh, I love to hear that. He could be that next Pacers great player. David, thanks. Black. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
And right, here we go. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Black, covered by Lee. Black the pass to Bryan. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Just so many lead changes. Nobody's held an advantage for long.
Turner against Wright. Here's Embiid. Embiid with authority.
A willingness to get really physical. Embiid willing to throw some serious muscle around.
Here's Black. From outside, off the mark.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Wright dishes to Embiid. Wright trying to break free. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Wright. Wright's got 6 assists here tonight. Timeout called the Pacers. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
This is a timely timeout. This guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
Stats here for Lee. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's around 31 points per game, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to. Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
It's good.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And the rejection by Embiid. And they get it back. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Black.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Pass to Smith. Here's the kid. Six to shoot. Lee. Black grabs the board. Black's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Siakam finds Halliburton. Black in the
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Timeout, timeout.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
checked in for Joel Embiid. And Indiana making a change here. Smith, the pass to Wright. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Bulls have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. And it's Wright missing. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Buckets can't hit.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Right against Siakam. Passes it to Dosunmu. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dosunmu's got his second bucket tonight.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Taken away. He kicks it to Wright. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Halliburton against Wright. Halliburton passes to Siakam. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And the players on your screen now have been experts with the ball in their hands for the last 10 games, leading the small forward position in assists. And look at Lee, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, the chosen one.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
Well, you see plenty of that when any of these guys are on the floor. They're each very good at keeping their options open, trying to find the best possible shot on every trip, and no individual agendas. That's crucial.
Siakam hits them both. The Bulls leading by 3. Lee left side. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Here's Nembhard. And it's in there. Nembhard's got 6.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Smith surveying the D. The pass to Lee. Over Siakam. And it's good off the back rim and in. Lee's got 20 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Halliburton for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Right side.
Pacers foul.
And a quick look at some of the numbers for him.
Second personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
He hits the second from the line. Pacers trail by 6. Lee with the steal. To the inside. And Wright throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Here's Siakam. Chicago grabs the miss. The Kid's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. He lobs it up.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Halliburton for three. Fails to score here. He has made 5 of 12 to this point. Wright dishes to Smith. It's blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Joel Embiid is checked in for the Bulls. Money comes in for Lee.
Number 14.
Here's Embiid. He's got 16. Here's Money. Now here's Wright. No good with the layup.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And Bryant kicks to Siakam. Indiana moving the ball around. 4 on the clock to end the run. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Chicago leading by 10. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And it's 7 points for Smith.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Pass to Embiid. No good there. Some solid defense from Bryant. Pass to Nembhard. Here's buckets. This is it to Bryant. Shoots. Nembhard's shot is good. Nembhard's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, excellent concentration from Bryant on the offensive end, actively looking for ways to facilitate for his team.
The pass to Dosunmu. Up top right. Pass to Dosunmu. Smith on the wing. Now here's Dosunmu.
2 minutes.
Here's Wright.
2 minutes.
And he gets it back. Offensive rebound. Embiid puts it right back. Whoa. Wow.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And it's Halliburton missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Nembhard. 10 points for him. No dice from 9 feet out.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Throws it up high. He doesn't hit that one. Pacers trail by 12. Siakam finds Halliburton. Back to Siakam. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Right outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Wright's got the lead up to 12 now for Chicago.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Nembhard, and the rejection by Embiid. Halliburton outside. From deep three-point land, Chicago grabs the miss. Smith the pass to Money. Shoots from 12. And it's Siakam. And so it's the Chicago Bulls up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's got them up big. Right back after this break. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, it's all about physical. It's all about physical. Make sure we're running back. Touch somebody.
Pleading for his team, Greg, to be more physical and aggressive.
That's something we hear often from Coach Carlisle, urging his team to play tough and physical.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Dosunmu. Wright is out there with Smith. Then it's the kid, and it's Embiid in at the center. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Buckets, covered by Smith. Buckets can't hit.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
Siakam, left side. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Halliburton against Wright. The shot misses. Good D by Siakam. Here's Black, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's the kid. Pass to Smith. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Halliburton against Wright. Passes it to Black. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple. Black's got 14 points here in the second half.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
Wright outside. Floats one. Yep, that one goes. Wright's got 20.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Now the pass to Bryan. Offensive rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Right down low. He's covered by Halliburton. Siakam left side. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. 28 points for him.
Well, this is your 2019 most improved player, and now Siakam trying to become that franchise-level guy, carrying the load tonight.
Up top right, he's covered by Halliburton. Right, the pass to Embiid. Over Turner. Embiid, no good.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Pass to Halliburton. Siakam, left side. Poked away. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Now, here's Dosunmu. D right on him. Back the pass to Bryan. That cuts the lead to single digits.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. At one point, they led by 16. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, no question. Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
Here's Wright. Finished off the break. Wright's got 4 this quarter.
And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed. You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
And here is Dosunmu. Here's the kid. Pass to Smith. Fades away. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Bulls lead by 15. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. Lays it in off the breakaway. Wright's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
To the middle. Here's Dosunmu. It's deflected. To the paint. Down low. And Embiid throws it down.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Halliburton inside the three-point line. The step-back jumper is good.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Chicago.
Right outside. And there's the drive. And the shot goes in. Wright's got 26.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Now Siakam. Rebound by the kid. The kid's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Here's Halliburton. Lays it up and banks it in. Halliburton's got 4 this quarter.
Tyrese Halliburton, that thin frame didn't matter a lick. Brushes off the contact. Love the grittiness there.
Fader on the way. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bulls lead by 19.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Assist goes to
Chicago's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Wright. Passes to Dosunmu. Right through the knee for the layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Halliburton. Count that bucket. Halliburton's got 10 points in just the second half.
Tyrese Halliburton has an array of moves offensively. Off the deck, yes, sir.
And the shot goes down. That's 28 points for Little General.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Bryan. The 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Wright dishes to Embiid. Shoots over Turner. He blocks it again. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
Good on the three-point shot.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Right against Halliburton. It's right on the wing. Makes it off the glass. Wright's got 12 now in this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Black kicks to Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Black. Takes a 3. And Indiana, another 3.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Make some noise, fans, for the one and only Chicago Bulls.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, the kid.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thanks, David. Lead. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blew.
First team foul. At the line for the Pacers, Black.
And the first one drops. Some changes for Indiana. Siakam is checked in for Neesmith. Buckets comes in for Inferny Simons. And Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. So he gets them both. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Right against Halliburton. Here's Lee. It's rebounded by Indiana. Black's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The pass to Bryan. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. He'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
So it's the Pacers now. Halliburton passes to Siakam. Fires away from outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Right against Halliburton. Right outside. pass. Smith. Shot clock at 6. He takes it in. Hits the jumper in space. And the Bulls lead by 14.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Bulls.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
So taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for the kid.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Right outside. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense and potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.